Stochastic processes. Starter question. Name something that is both random and varies over time. Does the randomness depend on the history of the process or only on the current state? So, a sequence of interval of random outcomes that is random outcomes dependent on time is called a stochastic process. In this video, I'm not going to go deep into what is stochastic process definition is, because there are many terms or definition I haven't defined yet. So there are many important terms I'm going to define later. So that's why we are only going to look at the definition heuristically. So definition number 1. A stochastic process is a family of random variables, xt such as t, an element of where t usual denote time, that is a level time t in the set t, a random number xt is observed. Yes, this is a proper mathematical definition. It's very difficult to understand without knowing what a random variable is and what a discrete time process is. So you will see later. Then definition number 2, which is maybe perfect for an Oxford dictionary, state that a stochastic process is a collection of random variables indexed by time or another parameter, essential a mathematical model for the evolution of a random phenomenon over time. Yes, you can see there is still a random variable. So we are going to define random variables later in our video series. So for now, if we look at these two diagrammatical representation, we have a stochastic process, and it said here event 1. In event 1, you have your random variable 1, and you also have your event 2 and your random variable 2. These are the inbuilt patterns. You also have your random variable 3 for event number 3. So you can see the process is very random, and this is what we mean by a stochastic process. So this true definition lies, you have to understand some terms I will define later. So in the Martingale strategy experiment, I will make sure I define everything clear. And if you look in figure 5, yes, this was figure 5, I just explained. So if we look at figure 6 here down, we have the graphical representation of a stochastic process. For instance, the HOB for spot 13 I made money with. Clearly you can see it was in this process number 3. If I was to draw a graph representing the outcomes of HOB for spot 13, for sure I'm going to have something like this. And for the Martingale strategy experiment that I'm about to do, I hope if the outcome is going to yield something of this graph. Yes, process number 2. So a stochastic process can either be represented with this type of graph. The 4 you see here is what the stochastic process is likely to do. So it was just a short videos about the stochastic process, and I will make sure I will do my best when I define what a random variable is, because first I also have to define random experiment, sample space, so on, just for basic understanding. You have to realize that what I'm doing here is just for basic understanding, so that you can follow my experiment with ease. Yes, it's the only reason. I'm not trying to teach probability theory here. As you can see, everything I'm speaking is purely from probability theory. You know probability theory, you know what I'm talking about. So thank you for watching. Make sure you read the definition clearly for yourself. As I said, I'm going to come back for those definitions when I define the required term. To easily understand those definitions, or to easily understand what the stochastic process is. And the key take from here is the stochastic process is a random process. Yes, let me just say stochastic is a synonym for random. Yes, the word is of Greek origin and means pertaining to chance. And you can see this channel is all about chances. Yes, chances in a sport betting, and how you can utilize mathematical formula to make the best out of it. Or let me just say, to make a profit. Quit the sport book from one. No. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment below.